You're not just wearing rose-colored glasses here. There really are blush-colored birds around here. Yeah, flamingos are making a comeback in Florida. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia joins us in our newsroom where there were so many flamingo sightings last fall after Hurricane Idalia came through. I know people have been seeing more and more of these pink ladies, and with all this bad news, especially tonight, we need pink flamingos in our life.
That's exactly right, Mark. And, you know, it's really hard to put into words what it's like to see a flamingo in the wild, and it's also even more difficult to predict exactly where and when they're going to be. But as you mentioned, there were so many documented sightings after the hurricane. Experts believe the strong winds literally blew some of those birds right here to Florida. So local researchers, they wanted to count and see how many of those birds were calling Florida home.
They are stunning in the wild. Their pink is just so pink.
From Tarpon Springs to Siesta Key, Bay Area residents have spotted these pink beauties ever since Hurricane Idalia last August.
It hit when flamingos in South and Central America were migrating, and so it literally blew them off course.
So Audubon Florida set out to count these blush-colored birds. From February 18th to February 25th, the conservation group conducted a flamingo census.
Anyone could participate, so we had an open form for the public. If you saw a flamingo, you could fill out the form.
More than 40 bird enthusiasts and Audubon staff recorded their flamingo sightings. Results released this week show 101 wild American flamingos were counted statewide that week in February.
The largest flock was in Florida Bay. We also counted 18 in the Pine Island area of Florida, and then another 14 at Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge.
The conservation group studied the submissions closely, carefully analyzing photos and reported locations, making sure no bird was counted twice.
We had a few in there where we think that they were actually roseate spoonbills, which are also pink, and so we had to make sure that they were actually flamingos.
Flamingos are considered native to Florida, but their population declined over time.
There are way more lawn flamingos today, plastic flamingos, than there are flamingos in the wild.
So the results of this flamingo census are encouraging to Bay Area researchers.
Our working hypothesis is that there are flamingos from Hurricane Idalia that are still in Florida.
And maybe they're here to stay.
We are hoping that if we continue to conserve habitat and restore habitat in the Everglades and elsewhere in Florida, that these flamingos will see that the Sunshine State is a place they want to be.
And we'd certainly welcome those flamingos as Florida's newest residents. Now, Audubon staff told me they saw some flamingos just a few weeks ago. So a reminder, if you see one, give it space. Don't get too close. And Mark, if you're able to snap a picture, researchers with Audubon Florida will love to see it. And honestly, we'd love to see it too.
For sure. But you make a great point about keeping your distance. Far too often, somebody gets too close, and then it ends up on the news, and then before you know it, the flamingos will be gone. So you don't want that to happen.
That's right.
Ariel, thanks much.